Jack Sucks at Life, a name synonymous with YouTube fame and a loyal fanbase. But how did that all begin? If it weren't for the success of his Minecraft server in the early days of his channel, then he just wouldn't be here posting on YouTube today. In this video, we're going to examine the history and ultimate downfall of the once huge Minecraft network. This is the SkyCade story. On the 7th of June in 2014, Jack Sucks at Life, known as Jack Sucks at Minecraft at the time, he released his own Minecraft server in hopes of reviving his channel, which formerly relied on Minecraft mod reviews. The server was called Evo PvP, and the nature of his content was focused on Minecraft raiding. These episodes took place on the popular Minecraft multiplayer game mode, Factions. Over a year later, Jack decided to change the name of Evo PvP to play.skykade.net. He carried on with his raiding episodes, but the views remained stagnant and he considered quitting. That was until a player named Adam_Crafted proposed an idea in the SkyCade chat.
And welcome to a slightly different episode of Minecraft Factions. Welcome to episode 2 of Hacker Catching. Welcome to episode 3 of Minecraft Hacker Catching. Episode 4? 5? Welcome to episode 17 of Minecraft. 37? Yeah, 59 I think it is. And welcome to episode 100 of Hacker Catching and Trolling over on my server, play.skykade.net.
Upon the release of his YouTube series Minecraft Hacker Trolling, Jack admitted that he didn't know if this idea would be suited to his channel, and in that case, if the video weren't up to scratch, then he would simply return to his regular old Minecraft raiding episodes. However, after his first episode release, his community absolutely loved it. He was forced to continue, and this is where his channel took a turn. During this, Jack's channel, as well as the SkyCade server, grew rapidly. With over 100 episodes in the series, he's seen his channel go from a few thousand subscribers to over 500,000, and the server SkyCade itself, it grew into a powerhouse with numerous game modes, attracting so many different communities in the Minecraft player base. The server was mainly known for being a faction server, but it also had a thriving kit PvP, SMP and Skyblock community. Over the years, I would play Factions on SkyCade. I even have my own videos relating to my experiences on it. But it was a super fun experience with great people, and it kept me coming back year after year. Due to the nature of Jack's channel, his fan base were extremely loyal, and his outgoing personality made players feel like they had a personal connection to him. This translated over to the SkyCade community as well, with its mostly friendly experience and a real sense of community between the player base. During the server's prime, the server reached new heights such as cracking 1,000 concurrent online players on multiple occasions. The network was huge, and it's shown that there was no signs of stopping, but that was until its first controversy. I won't go into too many details about this situation because Jack's made it clear that he has no involvement in it and he's cut ties with the person in question immediately, but I'll just give a brief description of it. So Jack was the owner of SkyCade, but there was another person who owned the server as well. Allegations were made against the co-owner that involved multiple girls receiving messages. They'd receive messages from him posing as being drunk, where he would allegedly ask for explicit pictures. He would allegedly ask for these pictures on Snapchat, and he would tell the females that they would become staff members on SkyCade. When the news of this broke out, Jack was quick to write a post regarding the allegations. He posted to the SkyCade forums website, where he would explain that this person will no longer be a part of SkyCade, and that he's cut all ties with him immediately. I'm not able to show the post as the SkyCade forums is being shut down and posts on there are no longer accessible. I'll talk about the SkyCade forums later in this video. Many active SkyCade players at the time would take disdain to this, as they felt like he should have formally addressed the situation on his YouTube channel due to the previous content he had with this person and involvement with it. However, to find out about this situation, you would have had to be on the SkyCade forums website at the time. Despite this controversy, SkyCade would continue to thrive, with Jack relentlessly promoting the server with his daily content and engaging videos. The server grew and grew and kept growing for years until an unexpected post hit the forums from Jack himself in 2020. Jack stated that he simply fell out of love with Minecraft. His content had drifted away from Minecraft content as he was now gaining traction from a different style of videos, and he said that he hadn't been enjoying SkyCade as much and was even getting a bit of pressure from behind the scenes, where he felt like the higher ups at SkyCade were almost trying to force him to continue making videos even if he didn't feel like it.
Eventually I kind of moved on from Minecraft and eventually stepped down from being part of the server as well, because I wasn't enjoying it as much and I was getting a bit of pressure from behind the scenes where they were like trying to force me to keep doing videos even if I wasn't really feeling it anymore. So I just thought the best thing to do would be to just step away and let them do whatever they want with it.
At the time, SkyCade's only promotion method was through the use of Jack's videos, and they struggled bringing new creators in throughout the years, which I'll talk about in more detail later on. But in August 2020, Jack left SkyCade with immediate effect, left the Discord, no longer had ranks on the server, and he was gone. Having left the Discord and fully distanced himself from SkyCade, the SkyCade community knew that this wasn't one of his silly pranks that he'd pulled in the past, and that his time at SkyCade was officially over. But that didn't stop SkyCade from growing. Of course, 2020 was in the absolute peak of the COVID-19 pandemic lockdown, and that made the player count of almost every single Minecraft server absolutely skyrocket. With players consistently spending the majority of the free time on the server, SkyCade showed no signs of slowing down. Yeah, people were sad that Jack left, and he was the reason why 99% of the players even started playing in the first place, but everyone was going to continue playing the favourite Minecraft server. The loss of Jack was only the first domino that fell regarding the downfall of SkyCade. Throughout the remainder of lockdown, while SkyCade was currently doing better than it ever was on paper, there were problems behind the scenes that would cause the eventual failure of the network, with the main issue being the shift in the attitudes between players. SkyCade was known for having this friendly community who looked out for each other, but things quickly changed and toxicity became a massive problem within the network. I believe the first of many issues that caused this was the total lack of communication between the staff and the players. A pivotal moment would be when the SkyCade forums website had a total rebrand. The design was different, they removed the search bar, making it harder to find old posts. Everything was harder to find, and they even privatized the appeals section as well as the player report. And if you were a player on SkyCade at the time, then you'd know that that is a huge change to make, because the majority of people on the forums were looking at reports and appeals. The overall community hated this change on the forum. The SkyCade forums website was just as big as the Minecraft server itself. People used it to bring up new discussions, make friends, or just spend hours endlessly scrolling, as the website was super active. But after this change, the active users using the forums became a fraction of what it once was, prompting no response from the higher ups and no desire to change it. Players regard this as one of the biggest factors that began the snowball effect to the downfall of SkyCade. This is where I believe the overwhelming shift in players' attitudes and toxicity started, as there was an evident imbalance in what the players wanted and how the staff dealt with it. The staff would try many things to combat this, try and get the players back on the side once again, but anything they tried seemed to be the opposite of what people wanted. They enrolled a new system for different game modes, allowing the players to almost control what changes need to be made. So they would take experienced and well-regarded members of each game mode community and create their own separate councils. In these councils, the players would be known as representatives of the different communities. So you had factions representatives, SMP representatives, Skyblock, and so on. I can only speak for factions as this was the game mode I played, but as you can tell, having players decide what was going to be implemented is not really a functional idea. You know, when put into practice, natural biases are going to occur, and sometimes you'd have multiple players from one faction in these councils, almost controlling how the server ran and what should be added or removed. I was offered to be a part of the factions council on multiple occasions, but refused because I didn't agree with the idea. People quickly got fed up with the constant changes and additions and just felt like SkyCade had forgotten about its roots. Players just quickly fell out of love with the server. With the player base dropping slowly as the pandemic was coming to an end, it felt like they needed to start implementing more content creators to keep the promotion coming in. Obviously, the only success that the SkyCade server had seen was because it blew up when Jack was making videos on it. So having Jack on the server made him realise that all it takes really is one successful creator, and that will keep the server afloat. It was extremely difficult attracting YouTubers that played Minecraft, and they ended up employing a content creator called Tubbs.
Hey guys, Tubbs here, welcome to a brand new video on play.skykade.net.
As I mentioned prior, toxicity had become a massive issue on the server due to players believing they were on a sinking ship and the favourite server was being ruined, so to speak. When Tubbs was added to the server, players felt insulted that this was the solution to the lack of promotion. Tubbs was a content creator who made content on a different website to YouTube, a website which nobody seems to have heard of. Tubbs received backlash from the community who would make it clear that he's not the type of creator who was wanted, and they hurled insults at him. Obviously this is a terrible way to deal with things, but this was just the nature of the community at this point. He would then respond by saying this was the reason why the server was unable to attract these big creators, because the toxicity is never going to change, and he eventually left the server. As the lockdown came to an end and everyone reverted back to their normal lives where they were unable to spend hours a day on the computer, SkyCade would end up going as low as 2 concurrent players online, which would usually just be AFK players. The server remained like this for a number of months until the owners decided it was not worth it to keep the server running, and all SkyCade services were shut down with immediate effect. The server is no longer up, and the forums has been inaccessible for years. Whilst the Discord server is still currently alive and the old players chatting there from time to time just to catch up, the server shows no signs of ever returning. The current owner of the domain has claimed to have now put $8,000 into the redevelopment of SkyCade, but his updates that he's showing seem to show that he's created some sort of open world minigame server, which of course the old SkyCade community are not happy about this, as the heart of SkyCade was always a faction server, with supporting game modes of course. But he's saying that he's never going to add factions back as people would simply not play. The server may re-release again soon, but I doubt it will ever see it as big as it once was. Anyway, I know it's been a bit longer than usual, but thank you for watching this video. If you managed to get all the way through, then cheers. I know it's a different style as well to what I usually make, but if you enjoyed and have anything else to add, then please leave it in the comments. I'm open to any suggestions, and I want to know if you believe I got anything wrong. I was a long-term player of SkyCade myself, and it's sad to see how things turned out. Anyway, cheers for watching, that's all.